And I think that he did really good in that fight as well. So I agree with your assessment. If it's going to be a knockout, I think it's going to go to Pitbull. But because of Lamont Roach's boxing IQ, I would give it to Roach if it goes to be a decision. But he said he don't want no decision.
I really think he gotta keep Pitbull at bay for the first 6 rounds. Pitbull is gonna keep coming. It's just if he can endure those first pause, that was crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all called that nigga out.
That was crazy. Yeah, Pitbull is going to keep, pursuing the fight for the first 6 rounds. And if he can weather that storm, that's all it's going to boil down to. You have to be able to weather that storm.
Okay, so we'll see if he can weather.
Well, the thing about it for me too, not to cut you off, it's like with these niggas, both of them are ready to be stars. Like, no, real talk. Like, you think about it, Pitbull wants to be the next Mexican star. Lamont Roach feels like he's being hindered because he didn't get the rematch with Tank or becoming his rise to stardom. So they both want stardom really, really bad. So it's going to be a great fight. And I don't really see that much. Like, you know how people, like, you know, like you're really angry. They're both kind of cool. Now, when Rolly was talking shit to Pitbull,
he went 9-9.
You see how that shit turned out.
He went 9-9.
I think Lamont has a real poker face when it comes, doesn't matter who he's got the same demeanor all the time, so it's kind of hard to read him. But I seen with the Rolly situation, you don't really want to piss this guy off before the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cam, you make a great point. You said they're both pretty cool, which we all see that, but we also know that they're both very super confident fighters, right? So do you guys feel like to be a boxing superstar, right? Do you think that you have to be a big trash talker, Mace?
I think you do, but then again, if you're greatly delusional, you do well at anything. People that are delusional do the best at most things. Cam, you do well. No, I'm saying in certain areas I would be delusional. I mean, if you're gonna be great, I think you have to have some kind of thought about yourself that supersede everybody else, or else you'll be a person that blame everybody. It was a compliment, Cam.
I don't take nothing you say to me personally.
It was a compliment.
We wouldn't be friends if I took anything you say to me personally. You're my brother, I love it. Because if you think I'm delusional, what are you? Like, it's something past delusion when it comes to me. It's something.
That's what it takes to be great, though. So when you ask that question, yes. When you think of Pitbull, he has that. But I think of people like Devin Haney. What do y'all think? What do you think when it comes to that? Okay, come on. Ryan Garcia. Yeah. Any fighter that has that mindset that I think I'm better than everybody else normally perform well until they get hit in the head. Once you get hit in the head, pause, then all the confidence might go out the window.
Yeah, do you think you need to be a big trash talker to be a boxing superstar?
And to be a superstar, I would not say no, but it helps to think that you don't like your opponent. Like when I see fighters too friendly before the fight, I'm like, do these people like each other too much? But you see, I think, and I know it's not popular opinion, but Floyd sold lifestyle. He's talked a bunch of shit, and that's what made you want to come see him, whether it was to win or to get his ass kicked. He sold the fight.
Yeah.
You got somebody that's like, right now, Terrence Crawford, he doesn't talk a bunch of shit unless you talk shit to him, but his fighting made him into the superstar that he is. So you don't necessarily need to be, but I want to believe that the two fighters don't like each other going into the fight. I don't want to see a bunch of kumbaya before the fight. And I hate in between rounds when they give each other fouls. Like, yo, good round. No, I don't want to see all that. I want to see two people who generally don't like each other fight each other. And if they get cool after the fight, then that's that. But I do think trash talking does help promote a fight. As far as being a superstar, that's a good question, I'm not sure.
Fair. So Mace, when we sat here, you kind of asked people who they were rooting for. We heard a lot of Pitbull. So how difficult do you think it will be for Roach to handle fighting a Mexican star in Pitbull in front of over 10,000 mostly Mexican fans?
I think it's like fighting somebody in their projects, or when I think of this, and to be in San Antonio and to be fighting Pitbull, it's gonna be like fighting somebody on their block, on their turf. He's gonna have to be able to weather the crowd as well, because this crowd is clearly here for Pitbull. If you're here for Pitbull, make some noise again. They're here for Pitbull. They're not here for Lamont Roach. So, oh, you are? Okay, make some noise.
I just said, fuck you talking about.
What do you say? Okay, I'll go with that then. Well, you're in another person's project with all of your buddies, but we don't want them to go out. So we gotta keep this going. What do you think, Killer?
Yeah, so how difficult do you think it'll be for Roach when we're seeing a lot of Pitbull fans who came out here to see him?
When I spoke to Lamont, he wants that. He wants to turn Pitbull fans into Lamont Roach fans. And I think with the Tank fight, to me, no, not to keep going back to that, but that was his last fight. What I think is that he took some Tank fans home with him that night as well. He's been doing this for a long time, so I don't think it'd be that difficult. He's used to the lights. He knows what it takes. He knows what he needs to do to win. So I don't think it'd be that difficult in the fight. The fight would be more difficult than the crowd, I believe.
Right, and then you brought up the Tank fight. Both of these guys gave Tank some pretty tough fights. Y'all think Tank should fight the winner? Mace.
No, I don't think. I would like to see Tank fight the winner, but I don't think you fight the winner. You can't figure out how to settle $40 million. You're not going to show up for anything else. I think that was the craziest thing to do. If you can't show up for the $40 or the $50 million, you're not going to be ready to fight this fight. It should be the fight it takes. And Tank, if you're watching this is the only fight we want you to fight. I don't want him just to fight the winner. I want him to fight Lamont Roach, not the winner. Not to say he's not going to win. I'm just saying the fight everybody wants to see is Lamont Roach. I don't care what other fight he tries to do. There's no way around this road. You got to come through Roachville.
It depends on what state of mind Tank is in. When Tank is in a great state of mind and training and so on and so forth, he's a great boxer. He's a good dude too. But Mace made a great point. I just don't know where he's at state of mind. Everybody definitely was waiting for that rematch with Lamont Roach. It didn't happen. He's supposed to fight Jake Paul. That didn't happen. We know it's legal trouble. That did happen. So I'm not sure where he's at. I don't want to do a bunch of, do you think he should? Do you think he's not? I hope he gets himself together and then we can see a box period. So that's that.
Okay, and just remember y'all, all the pay-per-view action will be available via PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. So in the co-main, you have Cool Boy Steph versus Shock Foster. So y'all, Cool Boy missed weight by 2 pounds earlier. So Mace, what are your initial thoughts on that?
Cool Boy didn't make weight?
Yes.
Oh man. Well, I don't know. Last time I saw somebody not make weight, they had a hell of a left hook. So I don't know at this point what that 2 pounds is going to mean. Foster looked like he was going to come to fight when he was on our show. He was talking about how much he wanted to fight. So I'm looking forward to that fight. But the fight I'm set on is Lamont Roach and Pitbull.
Pitbull.
No, you made a great point. When you do a subliminal, you basically trying to say when Ryan came in overweight, he looked really good coming in overweight. I'm glad that the Shock's still taking the fight. He didn't have to do to take the fight because sometimes niggas be like, yo, he's overweight, I don't want to take the fight. So I'm happy he's still doing the fight. It seemed like they genuinely don't like each other. So when I watched the press conference and then when we did talk to Shock, he said he doesn't like Cool Boy because he's too cool. He's like, his name is Cool Boy. So
what else was he supposed to be?
Exactly. So they talked about each other's past and the path to get to where they were at and so on and so forth. So I'm really, really interested in this fight because I see that they genuinely don't like each other. I just wish that they both would have made weight.
Yeah, you definitely definitely see it there. So Fulham is repping West, Philly and Foster is repping Orange, Texas, which is like an hour away from Houston. So Mace, who got the better food, Houston or Philly?
Oh, I don't know anything Philly got, but the cheesesteak. What else? The cheesecake?
Cheesesteak counts.
Cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Houston got barbecue. What else they got?
Tex-Mex.
Fish. Trill Burgers. Shout out to Trill Burgers. I don't know. Philly is like my favorite place to be in the whole world. So I don't know. I would go with Philly.
Better food?
Yeah.
They say everything's bigger in Texas. So
They do.
I love Philly cheesesteaks.
That was crazy.
That was. You went
No, I'm gonna walk off.
You've been waiting the whole time that you got cold early.
Waiting, right.
You've been waiting the whole time, but
That was good though.
that's a slogan. I went to school in Texas, man. So I went to school in
Yeah. They got you on camera, Cam.
Good. They
Seeing
got you
everything
in
is bigger in Texas.
I would go with Texas, but I ain't gonna lie. I drive from New York to Philly just to get cheesesteaks, but I'm going to Texas.
Okay. So from what we've seen, Fulham's been real quiet and calm leading up to the fight. Foster seems a bit more agitated and ready to throw down, even though we're seeing the fire and the energy from both of them. So Mace, who do you think is more confident heading into this fight?
I couldn't hear you because of the noise.
Oh, who do you think is more confident heading into this fight? We see that they both got that fire, but who do you think is more confident?
I think, oh man. I think Shaggy is more confident when it comes to that, because normally the person that initiates the conversation or initiates the fight is the one who seemed to be the most confident. But we'll see once they start exchanging blows.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the confidence is equal. When I watched Cool Boy yesterday, or rather when I watched Shaggy, he's like, my road was harder to get to him. To be in these fights, I win a title and so on, etc. Because you don't know he went to jail and he had a rough road to get to where he was at. And Cool Boy was like, man, everybody road to be a champion and stuff. Who was you to say that your road was better than my road? What are you talking about? To be a champion and stuff. Anyway, so I like both of their confidence. I would say it's equal. I don't have one's more confident than the other. It looked really, really good on both their parts as far as both of them being confident.
Okay, so you're saying the confidence is equal, but Mason, Cam, who do you think needs the win more?
I think, me personally, I would say Shaggy needs it more. One time I remember him fighting, and his defense was great, but it just seemed like he was moving a little bit too much, and then he ended up getting stripped of that title. So I think coming back, fighting after that, and this fight, he got to show that he's really here to fight. We know he got the technical skills, we know he got the footwork and all of those things, but I think it's more on him.
Okay.
You want to keep it up? I mean, that's what it's about. You want somebody come taking the title. That was the third title in this third weight division. I mean, three weight division titles, three different weight division titles. I would say it's on Shaggy. Cool Boy seems really cool about it.
Okay, and then final decision, who do you think is winning this fight?
Oh, man. Man, you giving me...
You gotta choose. You don't have to choose, but you should choose.
If I had to go with Title Town, I would pick... I'm going with Shaggy.
Shaggy? Okay.
Go with Cool Boy.
Ooh, okay, we got some different answers here, and I like that because we will see who wins.
Are you going with Cool Boy because of Gilly?
Why would I do that? What are you talking about?
I'm just asking. I want to know where you get your answers.
Cool Boy only really lost one fight. Shy got 3 losses. Even though the loss was pretty bad. He went for the toughest dude over there, Asian. Like, he's got a good shit. He's all right. Going off the record, Murder.
Okay. If you're going with Cool Boy, I'm going to go with Cool Boy.
How you gonna change it to Cool Boy? Where'd you get your answer from?
That's an even better question.
Right.
You have to have room to grow,
They both got dudes, though. I must have both of them.
Room to grow. I'm definitely going to start using that one. Okay, so
Room to grow is crazy.
I said pause.
you didn't actually.
I did.
We'll let it pass. It's okay. Yeah, they
Steph,
can.
I know you're not talking.
They can see us.
Are you in
All
the
of
portal?
us.
Are you in the portal?
Not right now. We're not in the portal yet. Okay, so also on the pay-per-view, we got Lara, the old boxing legend, returns to defend his WBA middleweight world title against Santana. So Lara is 42 years old, Mace, still out here fighting. So how do you think he's doing that? How does that work?
I like that for Lara. You know, pause. As long as he can keep getting money, he doesn't get like severely hurt. He should keep fighting. You know, they should make you quit. I'm a firm believer of that. Pause. If you want to keep doing it, then let him keep going. Who am I to shut his dreams down?
Yeah, so basically Lara is 42 years old. How do you think he's still doing this?
You can't put a number on everybody. You know, if you're in shape, George Foreman won the belt, what, 44, 45, but no, Hopkins went to about 50 years old. I said it's either one of them. But if you're in shape and you can do it, I'm not going to put a number on your fighting career. But we're around that age, you got to make sure you're in shape, eat right, you get your rest, so on and so forth. But if you can do it, you can do it.
Essentially always just taking care of yourself. Because they always do try to put a limit on somebody when they turn a certain age, but we're seeing it across all sports. You can do it at any age, so shout out to him. Okay, so Gonzalez is an aggressive fighter who we saw upset Jarrett Hurd. So Mace, do you think he can do the same against Lara? Oh yeah, so basically Gonzalez is an aggressive fighter who upset Jarrett Hurd. Do you think he can do the same against Lara?
Nah. I'm not going with that. Make sure you say it louder so they can hear it. I would say no. I'm going absolutely not.
I'm real next. Laura's tough. I don't think that's going to happen. Not at all.
Yeah, Laura's not going for that.
Yeah. 42 or not.
So, kicking off the pay-per-view, we got Jesus Ramos takes on Shane Mosley Jr. for the interim WBC middleweight title. So, a lot of people believe Ramos is a future star. He was sparring Terrence Crawford when he was still a teenager, and a lot of people feel he was robbed against Erickson Lubin. So, Mace, how high do you think his ceiling is?
I think he could really fight on such a higher level, even higher than this. But when it comes to Shane Mosley, I gotta go with the history, you know. Shane Mosley Jr. was with us. He's being trained by Shane Mosley Sr. I gotta show respect to Tyler Town. So that's kind of a hard question for me. I want to say the other guy, but I gotta go with Sugar Shane, you know.
We're not here for favoritism, Mason. Asking who you know and who was on the show. They ask. So that's you're basing your opinion off of who's going to win?
No, I know who's gonna win, but I'm saying I would like to see. I would like to see Sugar Shane win.
I don't know. I like his son a lot, but I don't see the fire that he has in his father's eyes. I remember he was on the show, and he was saying that Oscar De La Hoya, I don't even throw him under the bus. He was jerking him around. He wasn't giving him any good fights. Good to see that he's over here in PBC, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going with him for the fight.
Yeah.
I just think that he's his father's child. He also got a late start. You know, when you're a boxer, you start this 5, 6, 7 years old. I think he started when he was 18 and 19.
Yeah.
Like you said, hopefully he will win because of his family, but I'm not going with him too.
Yeah, I'm not thinking he will win. I hope he would win.
Forget it, man.
Kim, you keep putting words in my mouth. Pause. I'm telling you, I'm going with it because of Sugar Shane. I'm not saying that I believe he's going to beat him. I'm saying this is wishful thinking. We're in San Antonio, the city of the stars, Kim.
The city of the stars.
Let's believe in the stars, man.
Got to believe. Wishful thinking, Mace. Okay, and remember, y'all, all the pay-per-view action will be available via PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. So we got about one more. So Shane Mosley Jr., you see, is trying to make a name for himself. Mace, how difficult is it to overcome having a father who is a legend in the same sport you're doing?
That's what I'm speaking to right now. That's what I'm speaking to. And Cam doesn't want to support me on this, but this is what I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to the fact that he has a late start. His dad didn't believe in him really in the beginning. He had to go with Oscar De La Hoya over his dad. That's already crazy. So to come back around and now his dad is with him, I'm just supporting the family, you know? That's all I'm doing. I'm supporting the family. It gotta be hard. Look at LeBron's son, or look at, and shout out to Camelo's son. It's extremely hard to be successful when your dad is already successful. My son asked Cam. He told Cam, he asked us not to put his name on his show anymore. He said, you guys are messing it up for me. This is what he said. Cam is right there.
It's true, it's true.
It's hard being the son of somebody that's a celebrity. So when you actually get there, you have to work that much harder because people know you had the best. You could have had the best trainers. You could have had the best support. So that's why I'm supporting the kid. So they don't think I'm just kicking him down, kicking him because he's a star kid.
That's a great answer. It's hard to be successful when you're the son of a star athlete, but I think you can become a star when your father's not a star. So let's say, for instance, Sugar Shane wasn't who Sugar Shane was, he just had a decent career.
Yeah.
I think it would be easier for his son to be a star. You see that with Floyd. Floyd Mayweather Sr. was on the way to could have been a star. He was all right. Roger was good.
Yeah.
But Floyd ended up being the superstar. I think when you come from a family tree of people who are okay, you know what it takes. You see their mistakes and then you can be a star, not just boxing and sports period. But when their father's a superstar, it's extremely hard to live up to expectation. I don't know what the hell Michael Jordan's sons do besides sell sneakers and sniff cocaine.
Everybody has a different path, so if that's the path that you want to take, that's the path that he took. Okay, so Ray's final question: who shines the most on this card?
Oh man, I think the winner of Pitbull and Roach will shine the most. Not just because it's the headline fight, but I think this is the fight that makes the most sense. I like the fact that both of them are putting it all on the line and willing to fight somebody that's dangerous, completely dangerous to them in their style. So I really appreciate, Roach and Pitbull for keeping fighting alive.
Whoever wins, I'm not going to give a who's going to shine the most, who comes to perform, and who gives the crowd a good show. You got a great fight, just from a boxing standpoint, but it may not be that exciting.
Yeah.
You come to fight, you come to put on the show, and whoever does that, they're going to have the best night.
All pay-per-view action will be available via PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. We're live here in San Antonio, Texas. Again, super excited to see how everything goes down. We got a lot of exciting fights to see, so make sure y'all stay tuned. We're gonna head down to catch the weigh-in and talk to some of the fighters. Base and Cam, send off.
Thank y'all guys for having us.
Thank you so much.
San Antonio. Thank you.
Make sure y'all stay tuned for more right here.
And it is what it is.
To the time.
Stat, do you know this song? Sing it for the crowd. Stat doesn't know the word.
I know that.
You guys stay
Thank you. Man, they don't know we finna keep the game this shit. Ain't no street murders, I legislated the nerve. I never hated on murders, but meditated, I'm served. I hesitated, I'm served. I just pray that you from a black and white. Drink a sake, medicine, super in a soccer play. Drink soccer, stupid, stay in the sucker's place. Fucking ace, take a girl from up her face. She deals with killer, so you love her taste. She swallowed with killer, cause she love the taste. I've been caught up with crooked, kitchen noise, still cooking. When I caught up with the drinks, you would have thought I went from Brooklyn. It get boring just looking, feel like Bill Cosby. Pouring in the pudding, now the dashboard is waiting for my heart to the rim. And stars spangled dead like the park game bananas. All being in tears, guns everywhere like the park game bananas. Back. Things trying to say I ain't saying it. The game's in the mix. I reached them out. They got the juices. Yeah, they say it. Yeah, they say it. Cause I'm back on my grind. Money back on my mind. Yeah, you can.
From top to bottom. This you're waiting for tomorrow night's action. We go live on pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, 7 o'clock local time. Limited tickets are available. They are going quickly. Ticketmaster.com. Our prelim portion begins at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, 4:30 here in San Antonio. As we will begin the afternoon 10 rounds. This in the featherweight division. as we welcome with a record of 8-10 wins, opposite 3 defeats. 9 wins coming by way of knockout, hailing from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, here is Hector Sosa.
Let's start it right here.
And we welcome his opponent from Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. He's undefeated, 21 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of the knockout. Here is Luis Nunez. Luis Nunez training for the guidance of one of the best trainers in the business, Bob Santos. First up on the scale from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Hector Sosa.
Hector, right in the
125.6 for Hector Sosa. 125.6 for Hector Sosa. And his opponent, Luis Nunez. Luis Nunez looking to take his record to 22-0 tomorrow night. Again, the action begins live. 4-3 on Prime Video, regardless of Prime membership. 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. Do not miss this loaded night of action. It is Luis Nunez on the scale. 126 for Luis Nunez. Luis Nunez, 126. Luis Nunez and Hector Sosa to begin our televised portion here in San Antonio.
Hala. Hala.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is Luis Nunez and Hector Sosa. 10 rounds or less in the featherweight division.
So we set the language, okay?
My guys, turn and take the effect in the back, please. All the way up top, all the way in the back. Down here in the front, please, right here in the front.
Wish them good luck. Luis Nunez and Hector Sosa. Our next prelim matchup will be 10 rounds or less in the super welterweight division. With a record of 31 wins, opposite 5 defeats, 29 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Agua Prieta, Mexico. He has won 5 straight by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, aquí está Roberto Valenzuela Jr.
Ahora, estamos con Xander.
And his opponent tomorrow night.
He fight Xander.
He joins us from La Paz, Mexico. His record, 17 wins. 13 of those coming by way of KO, no losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Isaac Puro Mexico Lucero. Isaac Lucero. We're going to make a statement tomorrow afternoon. First up on the scale, Roberto Valenzuela Jr.
Roberto, right here in the middle.
154 for Roberto Valenzuela Jr. 154 for Roberto Valenzuela Jr.
I'm pretty sure he fought Xander,
And
bro.
again, his opponent, Isaac Lucero.
Yeah, he didn't fight him. He looks like that. You know what I'm talking about? The one that Xander got the belt. The guy that's I don't know why.
153.8 for Isaac Pitbull. 153.8 for Isaac Pitbull. Puro Mexico in the house. Isaac Pitbull. As a part of our prelim portion, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, 4:30 local time here in San Antonio. It is free regardless of private membership. Do not miss these incredible three matchups. We have Isaac Pitbull, Roberto Valenzuela Jr. They are predicting a war, una guerra, tomorrow night, mañana, here in San Antonio.
Turn on the big camera, please. All the way in the back first. All the way in the back. Baja California Sur. Not down here in the front, please. Right in the middle, right in the front. Baja California Sur.
We wish them the best of luck. Now our main event on our prelim portion will be 10 rounds in the super lightweight division as we bring up to the scale with a record of 30 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, including 15 wins coming by way of a knockout originally from Cuba, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-division world champion, Francis Bartholomew. And his opponent from Indianapolis, Indiana, 18 wins. Both of those coming by way of knockout against the single defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Frank Martin. Frank Martin training under the guidance of Buddy McGirt, esteemed trainer. We have Francis Bartholomew getting ready. And off of the scale again, this is our main event of our prelim portion, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, free regardless of prime membership. On the scale now, the 2-division world champion, Francis Bartholomew. 139.8 for Francis Bartholomew. 139.8 for Francis Bartholomew. And his opponent, Frank Martin. The former world title challenger. 139.4 for Frank Martin. 139.4 for Frank Martin. Frank Martin and Francis Bartholomew collide in the main event of our prelim portion. It is BBC pay-per-view on Prime Video here in the Alamo City.
All right, guys, let's go face to face. Look for the tape. Let's go, Frank.
Frank Martin and Francis Bartholomew squaring off tomorrow here in San Antonio.
All right, guys, turn on the big camera, please. All the way in the back first. Up top, in the back. All right, now down in the front, right in the middle, right there. Got it? Thank you, guys.
We wish them the best of luck, Frank Martin and Francis Bartholomew. Our pay-per-view begins at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, 7 o'clock local time here in San Antonio for our main card introductions. I'll turn it over to the Hall of Famer. Here is the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, a very good afternoon to you. We welcome you to the Prospect Center here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. We continue our weigh-in as Premier Boxing Champions presents the PBC pay-per-view on Prime
What's Frank fighting at 135
weigh-in
again?
for a big night of action taking place right here tomorrow night. And it's all brought to you by TGB Promotions and sponsored by Thomas J. Henry, Built to Win, and DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Well, that's our opening pay-per-view attraction. Features a showdown in the middleweight division. Interim WBC middleweight world title. Let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time. First, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Pomona, California. He represents the outstanding boxing tradition. Please welcome the world-ranked middleweight contender, Shane Mosley Jr. Welcome to the stage at this time from Casa Grande, Arizona. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the middleweight world contender, Jesus El Mono Ramos. Well, it looks like Shane Mosley just about ready to step onto the scale. The weight limit on this fight is a very strict 160 pounds. It is for the interim WBC Middleweight World Championship. Ready to step onto the scale with a record of 22-4, 12 knockouts. World ranked middleweight Shane Mosley Jr. 159.6. 159.6. And his opponent with a record of 23 wins, only one defeat, with 19 of his wins coming by way of knockout. The hard-hitting, world-ranked middleweight contender, Jesus El Mono Ramos. 159.8 pounds. 159.8, we have a fight. Both fighters weigh in under that 160-pound weight limit. Just a moment, we'll have our fighters come up, square off. They'll face each other one last time before they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow evening. Want to bring to your attention this PBC pay-per-view on Prime commences 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, and there's free prelims on Prime, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus El Mono Ramos versus Shane Mosley Jr. opens up pay-per-view tonight. The interim WBC Middleweight Championship of the world. And now let's hear a little bit more from both of our fighters for this title fight. Multi-talented colleague, ring announcer, all-around boxing broadcaster, and host Ray Flores. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Jimmy, with Shane Mosley Jr. Shane, now that we're a day away, how good does this feel knowing that your life's work can become a reality tomorrow night?
This is what you're good for right here. This is what dreams made of. I'm ready to go, baby. Let's go.
What about the response from the fans here in San Antonio all week long?
Man, thank you so much. You guys are great, man. I love you guys. Let's go, baby.
Shane Mosley Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Now with Jesus Ramos, who is no doubt looking to make a statement. Jesus, what did you take away from that face-off with Shane Mosley Jr.?
He's ready, man. He's ready. I'm ready from the show. Con mi gente mexicana, muchas gracias por todo el apoyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Ramos. Jimmy, back to you.
Truly, ladies and gentlemen, not only two world-ranked middleweight contenders, but two classy fighters, some of the best in the world, something to be proud of for the interim WBC middleweight world title. Well, fans, at this time we move along from the Bronx Bank Center in San Antonio. Premier Boxing Champions continues with our weigh-in. This time we move into the next division, which is also a middleweight WBA middleweight world title. And once again, brought to you by TGB Promotions. This fight presented in association with Warriors Boxing. Let's bring our fighters onto the stage at this time. First, from Las Vegas by way of Venezuela. Middleweight world contender making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the hard-hitting Joan Chelo Manotas Gonzalez. And now we're ready to bring the defending world champion to the stage at this time. heavyweights in the boxing world today. Fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Guantanamo, Cuba, the two-division world champion and the current defending WBA middleweight champion of the world, Edeslandi, the American Dream, Lara. And now let's bring our fighters to the scale 160-pound weight limit. Once again, this is for the WBA middleweight world title. First, the challenger with a record of, listen to this, 36 wins, 4 losses, 34 wins coming by way of knockout. He's the knockout-minded, battle-ready challenger. Here is Joan Chelo Manotas Gonzalez. 158.6 pounds, 158.6 for the challenger. And now the champion's record, 31 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, with 19 knockouts in his 15th consecutive world title appearance. Here is the defending WBA middleweight champion of the world, Edeslandi, the American Dream, Lara. 159.6, 159.6, the fight is on. WBA middleweight championship of the world.
This will be the first fire face off in years.
You have 33 knockouts on your resume. Will tomorrow night be number 34?
Bueno, tenés 33 knockouts en tu currículum. ¿Se viene el 34 mañana?
Yo primero lo que vengo es con mente ganadora.
Go winning, yes. But most importantly, let's come out with a winning mentality.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Johan Gonzalez. All right, we have Edeslandi Lara, the champion. Edeslandi, this has not been the easiest road to get to tomorrow night with a change in opponent, but what did you take away from that face-off against Johan Gonzalez?
Bueno, tuviste un traspié en el camino que no puedes controlar con lo que pasó esta semana, pero ¿cómo te sentís de cara a esta pelea contra Johan González?
Estamos listos, un saludo a San Antonio. Estamos listos ya para ese de ahora, fin de semana.
We're ready. I want to say hi, send my love to the people here in San Antonio, and you better believe I'm going to be ready tomorrow, December 6th.
How's the fight going down tomorrow night?
¿Cómo va a terminar la pelea?
Es un trabajo muy duro porque los campamentos lo todo perfectamente y vamos a ir por la victoria, vamos a partir de dos, vamos a partir de dos.
Well, I always envision myself as a winner. I train so hard, training camp was arduous, so I want to make that pay off. I'm going to break his mouth. You can believe that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WBA middleweight champion of the world, Dennis Lundy, the American Dream Lara. Jimmy, back to you.
Thank you, Ray. We're ready to bring out our next fight for the Frost Bank Center here in San Antonio, Texas. Premier Boxing Champions continues with the weigh-in brought to you by TGV Promotions. This bout in association with Top Rank Incorporated. This is our co-main event of the evening. We welcome our fighters to the stage at this time. First from the native of Orange, Texas, now fighting out of Houston. In his 6th consecutive world title appearance, here is the WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the world, O'Shaquie Icewater Foster. And now we invite his opponent to scale to the stage at this time from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's the 2-division world champion. Please welcome the WBC featherweight champion of the world, Cool Boy Steph, Stephen Fulton. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is weight limit of 135 pounds for the vacant interim WBC lightweight world title. We invite our fighters to the scale at this time. First with a record of 23 wins and 3 losses. 12 of his wins coming by way of knockout. He is the current WBC super featherweight world champion, O'Shaquie Icewater Foster. O'Shaquie Foster weighs in at a ready 130 pounds. 130 pounds. And now his opponent with a record of 23 wins, 1 defeat with 8 knockouts. He's the current WBC featherweight world champion, Cool Boy Steph, Stephen Fulton. 132 pounds, 132 for Stephen Fulton. We have a fight once again, 12 rounds for the interim WBC lightweight world title. Now joining Ray Flores to hear from both of the fighters, we're also joined by hip-hop legend and co-host of It Is What It Is, Cameron.
Cameron has to say.
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Shot, what's going on? How you doing? You came up to me and you said, I heard you before the fight that you picked Cool Boy. You had a little problem with me picking Cool Boy?
I just wanted to let you know, so that's the fight.
I appreciate that. What do you expect for this fight? What do you expect to see from you here in San Antonio tonight?
Y'all can expect a dominant performance from me. I'm in shape, I'm ready. You know, we've been grinding for a long time. And you know, you just heard it. And still,
Last question. When they go the distance, you gonna put them out?
See, but like I've been saying this whole camp, man down, light man, keep it on.
Here you go. Shot. Here you go, baby.
Thank you very much, Cam. Shocking. Good luck to you, sir. You are all good to go. We talked with Stephen Mosley Jr. coming into this matchup. That was a very heated face-off that you had with your opponent, O'Shaquie Foster. What did you take away from his body language?
Nothing at all. He's a world champion, so he's, nothing at all.
Now that it's time to fight, how's it going down tomorrow night?
I'll be victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Philadelphia, PA, Stephen Mosley Jr. Football style. Jimmy, back to you.
Thank you, Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Fox Betting Center here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, Premier Boxing Champions presents the weigh-in for the featured bout of the evening. Brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Box Stars, Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and Pro Box Promotions, sponsored by Thomas J. Henry, built to win, along with DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time. First, ladies and gentlemen, from Washington, D.C., we present the challenger. Moving up in weight, here is the current WBA Super Middleweight World Champion, Lamont the Reaper Roach. Joining us to the stage, the defending champion from Mexico City, La Ciudad de Mexico. He's the popular, battle-ready, two-time world champion. He is the interim WBC Super Lightweight World Champion. Demos la bienvenida a Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, that our main event is scheduled 12 rounds of boxing for the the WBC Super Lightweight World title. Let's bring our fighters to the scale. The weight limit is 140 pounds. First, the challenger with a record of 25 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws. He has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He will be seeking his second division world title. Please welcome the WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Lamont the Reaper Roach. Mark. 139.6 pounds, 139.6 for the challenger, Lamont Roach. And his opponent is the champion with a record of 28 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He has 18 knockouts. He's the popular all-action 2-division world champion. Isaac Pitbull Cruz. 138.6, 138.6 for Pitbull Cruz.
Now, you feel it now. Hell yeah, funny.
I told you a couple days ago when I interviewed you, I'm calling Mr. Roach from now on. That was a pretty intense face-off. Since this started, have y'all grown general dislike for each other?
No, not at all. It's our job right here to lay it all on the line. I know I'm covering everything I got, so he's better covering everything he got.
He's very aggressive, very intense fighter. Do you have to change anything that you do for this particular fight?
We're going to let him worry about what we got going on over here. Maybe he'll adjust, but like I said before, I got 10 ways to win. He got one.
And last question. You told me the other day you're tired of leaving things in the judges' hands. Is this going to be a knockout for you this Saturday?
What Rocky say? If he dies, he dies.
There you go. And Lamont Roach, 76 tomorrow, baby. We got it.
Now we're going to hear from Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac, that was an intense and a lengthy stare down. What went through your mind during that stare down? What was said?
¿No? Muy intenso. Contanos qué te pasó por la cabeza mientras se decían todos esos historias.
Nada más vengo a ser muy claro y le vengo a decir que le vengo a hacer lo que dice a Diego Magdaleno y eso es todo.
I couldn't be more clear with him. What I came to do was the same that I did 5 years ago against Diego Magdaleno, and he knows what that is.
What does this response from this incredible crowd here in San Antonio mean to you?
Algo muy bonito y por eso, por esta linda gente de San Antonio, voy a darles una gran pelea el día de mañana.
And that's why I want to provide a great show for all of you tomorrow night.
Prediction for tomorrow night.
Darle lo mejor de mí a toda esta linda gente y que sea la ganadora de toda la gente que vino a apoyarme esta noche.
I predict I'm going to give the best of me to all of you, and you're going to get 2 winners of the night. It's going to be a great show. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, our round up. Do not miss it. Jimmy, take us home.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. What an outstanding crowd. Some of the best boxing fans in the world here in San Antonio, Texas. And we have a great fight card scheduled for you tomorrow on behalf of TGB Promotions and Premier League 2 champions. We thank you for your attendance, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
I'm sending them. Yeah, they have each other kiss. Killer. Hey, Killer. Couple questions real quick.
He's coming back, guys. He's coming back. Promise.
All good. Thank you. Yeah.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Damn, bro, I would look.
Hey, buddy.
Bounce
You got the picture. How you like that, bud?
Oh, yeah, hey. They want you to.
You bleed me! You got fun in Chicago?
What's all Hawks?
You don't have a blue. If you don't have a blue wristband, I need you on the other side of the thing.
Which one?
The blue one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, where y'all? Waiting for Omar. Okay.
What's up, bud? Good to see you, man.
Everyone's on you about the Bears.
Come on, baby! Don't even get me started.
Everyone gets on
Sunday. Now, getting way too hyped up, man. That's my championship.
Really, really good fight. And I see confidence from both sides. Very curious to see the first two didn't make weight. I'm curious how that affects the fight going forward.
I didn't spend anything on that.
And I didn't see any content.
I don't know if you remember us, but we were in line with you at the band fight in Frisco.
Texas.
Yeah.
I see you guys again.
But Buxton and Barbecue, right?
No, that's one of the other guys. I'm Carolina Sports.
Oh, yeah. I remember. I remember you.
What fight was that?
That was the Bam and against the African guy. It was in Frisco. What was it? April? Hey,
what was his name? Kagu or Agu or some shit? Kafu, some shit like that. Yeah. Good shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Good shit.
Thank you, bro. Continue, bro. Yeah, bro. Good fight. You guys going tomorrow?
Yeah. We got ringside seat. Not ringside. Ring bumps. Right.
Perfect. Yeah.
9-3, 10-3 on the way. 10-3 on the way.
time you got here Wednesday or when?
No, Tuesday. Oh, really? Tuesday. I've been here all week. Yeah, it's cold. Football's right here, so oh. Got my Trinidad shirt on there, bro?
Bro, I do. I have. I just gave I had a badass basketball jersey in Trinidad, bro. I just gave it away yesterday, bro. Badass, bro.
Trinidad, old school Trinidad. Or Corrales even. You got any old Corrales stuff?
Yeah, I do. I have a t-shirt.
Castillo Corrales?
Yeah, I have the official deal. I'll give it to you. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yo, badass. It's the style back then was different.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you, bro. It's back, one of one.
Wow.
Hit me, I'm gonna hit you up.
I'll hit you up on
you're
in LA, right?
Yeah.
Where? Hold up. Where?
La Fontana ID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. I'll hook you a badass deal. I think it was the jumpsuit where the fight got canceled. The third.
Oh, the third one.
That was really easy. Oh, yeah. So it's even better.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the fight that never happened.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to that, bro.
Yeah.
I had tickets, and I fucking just wait. Buy a shitload again.
It was D Bella's. It was that was his man.
Bella.
Yeah, Bella.
Right.
You'll like it. You'll love it.
Yeah, I was there for that. I ran into Ricky Hatton there because he wanted to see what was going to happen because he was like thinking of facing the winner or whatever. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one, bro.
No aquí me da 8 minutos. Por eso, tengo chance de darte una silla. Tú haz lo que tengas que hacer.
Pero
Hazlo. Tienes que parar, Toma una de prueba.
Do you ever need help with more correspondence or anything?
I need some.
Actually,
Where are you here in?
no, I live in Reno.
Oh,
Reno,
okay.
Nevada, yeah.
I need someone in Vegas. If you could go to Vegas.
I mean, I'm always there for every fight.
Yeah.
Because I got like family and stuff there, you know?
Did you hit me up on this?
I asked you for that barbecue spot, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that shit look good.
Yeah, it was hella good.
Well, I'll send you another message.
Please.
Yeah.
¿Sí me lo tomas con él?
Come
Pitbull, él lo dijo. We'll get there. We'll get there. ¿Ya lo guardo? Voy a ponerle el estuche de oro. Bueno, yo normalmente yo me lo llevo para lo hubiera comprado de una vez.
Bueno, espérate.
You want to come out this way?
Yeah, I think just a second. We're gonna do a couple of pictures of Yeah, we'll do like that. Clear those guys out of the way.
Acércate porque si no.
Do you think this is the most important fight in the Pitbull career?
Pitbull got 28 wins. They mean nothing. It's all or nothing Saturday night. Absolutely.
Do you see any difference between the previous fights and that fight and this fight actually?
I do. I don't think he was as focused when he fought Angel Fierro and when he fought the last guy. This Pitbull is the one that fought Gervonta Davis. This one is very highly focused and motivated.
That he's ready, that 140 pounds, because he did, and nobody sees Roy Romero, right?
Yeah, which was a big knockout though. He hasn't knocked out a few, but I think he lost his motivation a little bit after Roy. He got soft.
A coger la picture.
Like everything was going on. So the one that fought Gervonta's back, I can see a knockout happening late in the fight.
A coger la picture con
Pitbull, solamente una pregunta. Él lo dijo, como dije a Rocky, si él muera ahí en el peso. ¿Qué su responde de eso?
Pues venimos a dar muy bien un espectáculo, venimos muy bien preparados para morir en la raya y que la gente salga ganadora para poder disfrutar un gran espectáculo.
Y habla del apoyo de toda su gente aquí en San Antonio.
Está bien, ahora sí que pues, va a ser más interesante la pelea el día de mañana.
Muchas gracias, buena suerte. Gracias, hermano.
¿Cómo te sientes ahora al público recibiéndote, ahora que ya vediste más ganado de la diferencia de Diego Maldonado a la pelea ahorita?
Bueno, pues mi trabajo es el que ha hablado por mí, yo no me he enfocado en nada más que hacer mi trabajo arriba del ring y bueno, creo que los resultados ahí están, por eso la gente se ha entregado y bueno, yo la única forma que tengo para pagarles es igual entregarme arriba del ring y nada más.
Y ya con Canelo ya terminando su carrera, pues como dicen, ahora quieren que tú seas la superestrella de México. ¿Piensas que tienes que ganar por knockout para ser esa estrella?
No, fíjate que yo me enfoco en que sea exitosa mi carrera. Ya dependiendo de la gente, si somos de su agrado, de su gusto. Y si no, pues vamos a seguir enfocándonos para que siga dando frutos nuestra carrera y siga brillando.
Vale, muchas gracias, Pitbull.
¿Qué piensas de que Roach venga más pesado que tú?
No, no tengo nada que pensar. Para eso trabajé muy duro durante todo el campamento.
Él probablemente planea boxearte. ¿Vienes preparado?
Venimos preparados para los 12 rounds para cualquier tipo de pelea.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
pelear aquí en San Antonio?
Muy bonito recibir toda la calidez de la gente, todo el apoyo. Creo que no es fácil de poderlo conseguir. Bueno, lo hemos logrado arriba del ring.
¿Cómo termina la pelea?
Ganando Isaac el grupo modelo.
Pitbull, ¿qué es diferente el cinturón del Consejo Mundial del Boxeo para los mexicanos? ¿Por qué es tan especial para ustedes?
What Wi-Fi are you on? Oh, you're on data, that's why.
The Wi-Fi wasn't good for me.
Really? It was lightning fast for all of us.
On the Switch?
No, it's almost there. What'd you get?
I got Isaac. That's it.
Which two are you sending?
Co-main and Pitbull. Co-main and main.
Okay, well, we need these faster. I think when you log off of it, it stalls it.
Sorry, try switching?
No, just in some. Did Fulton just bounce out right away?